It's 5 in 10 from Skywatch TV, 5 things you need to know for Tuesday, June 4th, 2024. I'm Derek Gilbert. Item number 5 today, the billion-dollar pier. As you know, heavy sea conditions off the coast of Gaza wrecked the temporary pier built by the U.S. Army to deliver food aid to the people of Gaza. The U.S. JLOTS, or Joint Logistics Over-the-Shore operation, is tailored, we find out, to a very specific sea state. That basically means less than 10 knots of wind, that's a little more than 10 miles per hour, or 3 feet of sea. Now, who knew? With the Mediterranean Sea, you'd sometimes get waves of more than 3 feet. Well, this caused the pier to break apart and some sections of it to drift ashore near the Israeli city of Ashdod. This was intended to deliver about 150 truckloads of food aid per day to Gaza. Thus far, fewer than 40 truckloads have actually made it to shore, and a Pentagon spokesperson admitted that about 70% of that has been stolen by Hamas. Nice. New reports show that so far that contrary to the $360 million price tag that we were given, the cost now for the pier operation is closer to $1.5 billion, meaning that the cost per meal delivered thus far is about $1,600 per. And with the pier in pieces, probably take the better part of this coming week to fix, that cost is only going to go up. Somebody's making money here, but it's sure not you and me. Topic number 4, politics. New voter outreach launched by President Biden and Vice President Harris in Philadelphia last week, Wednesday. They spoke at Girard College, which is an independent, predominantly black boarding school in Philadelphia. President Biden did not do well during his speech, characteristically stumbling over his words. He also appeared to confuse President Franklin D. Roosevelt with Benjamin Franklin. He suggested that the president who took the United States through most of World War II had discovered electricity while using the internet. Interesting alternative history, but not true. The Biden campaign is describing this new campaign as an 8-figure summer-long effort to engage with black student organizations, community groups, and faith centers. Now, why are they reaching out to the black community? Because among black adults, Biden's approval rating has dropped from 94% when he began his term in office to just 55%. This is according to a poll published in March. It's probably lower now as inflation, which hit a 40-year high during Biden's term, and the impact of Biden's open border policies are seriously impacting our large urban centers, where people who are struggling in cities like Chicago, New York, Los Angeles, Denver are having to compete with new arrivals for limited resources. Biden's poll numbers are dropping, and that's bad news for Democrats. So the Biden camp basically panicking, not only reaching out through this new 8-figure, meaning tens of millions of dollars being spent on an outreach, but also apparently getting ready to go really low. On Thursday this past week, a former producer for ABC television worked on Trump's The Apprentice, his top-rated TV show, dredged up a long simmering rumor that there are tapes existing of Trump using the N-word to describe a former contestant. Is it true? I mean, come on, do you think if this tape actually existed, that they would not have turned up during the 2016 or 2020 presidential campaigns? But now, thanks to artificial intelligence and deepfakes, it might not matter. Watch for this. This may be the nastiest presidential election campaign that we have seen in a very, very long time. Topic number 3, another food plant fire. This was in our old stomping grounds. The Wabash Valley Egg Plant in Farina, Illinois. That's just off of Interstate 57, about halfway between Effingham and Salem, Illinois. Caught fire overnight on May 29th. It killed more than 1 million chickens, or about 1.2 million that were at the facility. The fire finally put out Thursday morning after it destroyed much of the facility. 27 fire departments responded to this blaze. Wabash Valley is a major egg producer as part of the American food chain. Now, is this part of a larger trend of food processing plants being destroyed? Probably not. When you look at the baseline as far as accidents at food processing plants historically, There really has not been a surge in food plants catching fire or being destroyed in the past 4 or 5 years. But we are in the middle of an outbreak of highly pathogenic avian influenza, with millions of chickens, turkeys, other fowl having to be destroyed because of this bird flu. And this fire just adding to the supply shortage now of chickens and hens. One thing for sure, the price of eggs, already high, is definitely going to go up further. Topic number 2, I don't know what to call this. Dung balloons? This is a bizarre story out of Korea. North Korea literally sent balloons carrying human excrement and other trash across the border into South Korea. Last week, hundreds of these balloons sent from North Korea into South Korea, loaded with feces and other rubbish as they drifted over the border. South Korean government released photos of the aftermath, some of these balloons crashing, the balloons popping and dropping its loads on city streets. The people in South Korea being warned to stay away. The South Korean government actually dispatched hazmat units to clean up. Now, that might sound like an overreaction. These things might just have been gross, but you don't know what kind of pathogens might have been included in this waste. I mean, this sounds like a junior high sort of thing, like the nation-state equivalent of leaving a bag of burning dog waste on somebody's front porch. Why would anyone do this? Unless it's a test, perhaps, to see if perhaps a pathogen can be spread this way. Nasty. That's life in Korea, sadly. Coming up, we cannot recommend you keeping your money in the Bank of Palestine. I'll explain why next on 5 and 10.
God's creation is full of mysteries. What were the giants in the Scripture? Did dinosaurs roam the earth in the days of Noah? Are we alone in the universe? Join speakers Derek Gilbert, Rudy Landa, Michael Hoggard, Greg Patton, Mac Dominic, Josh Davis, and Micah Van Huss to explore the topics your Sunday school teacher didn't talk about at the Mysteries of the Bible Verse event in Cincinnati, Ohio, June 7th and 8th.
Item number 1 today, the Bank of Palestine, not FDIC insured, in fact, not really insured at all. It's been reported last week by the Israel Defense Forces that the Hamas terrorist group last month stole about $108 million from banks in the Gaza Strip. This was a follow-up to a report by Le Monde, which is a French publication. Le Monde means the world, reported that armed forces with suspected links to Hamas looted about $70 million from branches of the Bank of Palestine. This is the leading Palestinian financial institution. The funds taken from the vaults of several branches of the bank around Gaza. A Bank of Palestine document sent to certain international partners detailed the alleged robberies. In fact, in one instance, the largest Bank of Palestine branch was attacked by commandos who claimed they were sent by, quote, Gaza's highest authorities, end quote. Le Monde reporting that they understood that to mean Hamas leadership. So Hamas, not just stealing food aid coming into Gaza intended for the people of Gaza, they are literally cleaning out bank vaults of the money deposited by the people of Gaza. And this is who countries like Spain, Ireland, Norway, now Slovenia want to recognize as the legitimate rulers of a Palestinian state. This week on Skywatch TV, we talk about Whispering Ponies Ranch. It's our partner ministry. What we do here at Skywatch TV is to raise funds to operate that facility so that ministries like Royal Family Kids don't have to pay a dime to use the facilities, take advantage of the therapy horses there. You can find out more directly from CEO Nita Horn. Nita joins the panel this week. Joe Artis Horn, her son, anchoring the desk and explaining why we do what we do, why that ministry is so important to us. Our broadcast schedule for the over-the-air program posted skywatchtv.com/channels, but you can watch that very same program right now at our website, skywatchtv.com. All of our video content is always there. You can also catch it on our Roku or Apple TV channels. Those, all of our video content always there as well. You can also see it over online at rumble.com/skywatchtv, and we're back on YouTube, youtube.com/@ Skywatch Television. Subscribe, click the bell for notifications, but then guarantee we never get canceled by downloading our free mobile app to your smartphone or tablet. That bypasses the gatekeepers, brings all of our video content right to you, along with other features like an audio Bible with multiple translations, calendar of upcoming events, and much more. And it's available for iOS, Android, and Amazon Kindle Fire phones and tablets. And we've got links to their app stores at skywatchtv.com/app. Thank you for watching as we keep watch. I'm Derek Gilbert. This is 5 in 10 from Skywatch TV.